Space treaties form the backbone of international law governing activities beyond our planet. Their enforcement, however, presents a unique set of challenges and opportunities. At the heart of these agreements is the Outer Space Treaty of 1967, which prohibits the placement of nuclear weapons in space and asserts that outer space, including the moon and other celestial bodies, is the province of all humankind. No nation may claim sovereignty over space or any celestial body, and all activities must be conducted for the benefit of all countries. Yet, as more nations and private entities extend their reach into space, the mechanisms for enforcing these treaties are being tested as never before. Enforcement often relies not on a dedicated space police force, but on international cooperation, diplomacy, and the peer pressure exerted by the global community. United Nations bodies, such as the Committee on the Peaceful Uses of Outer Space, play a critical role in monitoring compliance and mediating disputes. Still, the rapid commercialization and militarization of space raise questions about how these treaties will hold up when profit, national security, and technological advancement are at stake. Without borders or conventional jurisdiction, enforcement depends on transparency, the sharing of information, and the willingness of signatory nations to abide by agreed norms. In the future, as activities on the Moon, Mars, and beyond become routine, new frameworks may be needed. Ones that can adapt to the realities of off-world resource extraction, private enterprise, and even potential conflicts. The debate over future human settlements in space is often framed as a choice between planetary colonies, such as those on Mars, and massive artificial habitats like O'Neill cylinders. Mars, with its tantalizing similarities to Earth, day length, presence of polar ice, and evidence of ancient water, has long captured the imagination of visionaries and scientists alike. A Mars settlement would offer the opportunity to explore an alien world directly, tapping into its resources and potentially terraforming its surface to create a more hospitable environment. The challenges, however, are immense. Mars is cold, its atmosphere is thin and unbreathable, and radiation levels are much higher than on Earth. Life support would be demanding, and the psychological impact of isolation from Earth would be profound. O'Neill cylinders, conceived by physicist Gerard K. O'Neill, present a radically different vision. These cylindrical habitats, rotating to provide artificial gravity, could house tens of thousands or even millions of people. Built from materials mined from asteroids or the Moon, they would orbit in space, offering controlled environments where temperature, atmosphere, and gravity are all carefully regulated. Proponents argue that O'Neill cylinders could be constructed much more quickly than planetary colonies, sidestepping the hazards of hostile planetary environments. They could be positioned anywhere in the solar system, near Earth, Mars, or even in the asteroid belt, supporting a thriving spacefaring civilization. The engineering challenges are daunting, building structures kilometers long, protecting inhabitants from cosmic radiation, and creating closed-loop life support systems. Yet, the promise is enormous. Abundant energy from the sun, vast living space, and the potential to expand without the constraints of planetary surfaces. The choice between Mars and O'Neill cylinders is not merely technical, it is philosophical. Do we seek to conquer and adapt worlds, or do we build new ones tailored to our needs? Mars appeals to our pioneering spirit, the urge to set foot on new lands and unlock ancient mysteries. O'Neill cylinders reflect our capacity to reimagine what it means to live in space, to build cities among the stars, uninhibited by gravity, weather, or planetary boundaries. Ultimately, both pathways may be pursued, each complementing the other as humanity establishes a permanent presence in space. India's space ambitions have accelerated dramatically in recent years, fueled by strategic vision, robust investment, and a commitment to innovation. In February 2025, the Indian government authorized a substantial budget increase for the Gaganyaan human spaceflight mission, raising its allocation to $2.32 billion. This move signals India's determination to join the ranks of nations capable of sending humans into space, with plans to conduct 2 crewed and 6 uncrewed missions by 2028. Beyond the immediate goal of human spaceflight, India aspires to establish its own national space station, a bold step that would position the country as a leader in orbital research and technology development. India's ambitions are not confined to government initiatives. In October 2024, a Rs 1,000 crore, $119 million fund was approved to support the burgeoning space startup ecosystem. Managed by the Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Center, InSpace, this fund is aimed at nurturing innovation, strengthening supply chains, and advancing research and development across the sector. The initiative targets 40 startups, with funding tailored to each company's maturity, ranging from Rs 10 crore to Rs 60 crore. Currently, India holds a modest 2% share of the commercial space market, but the nation is setting its sights high, aiming to increase this five-fold to a staggering $44 billion by 2033. This expansion is expected to generate new employment opportunities, stimulate technological advancement, and cement India's place as a major player in the global space economy. Recent mission profiles highlight India's strategic focus on human-centric exploration and preparation for interplanetary travel. In November 2024, India launched the Ladakh Human Analog Mission, a groundbreaking effort to simulate extraterrestrial conditions for future Moon and Mars missions. Situated in the harsh, high-altitude environment of Ladakh, the mission aims to study the physiological and psychological challenges that astronauts might face during long-duration spaceflight and planetary exploration. The insights gained will inform the design of future habitats, life support systems, and mission profiles, strengthening India's readiness for deep space missions. India's space program is distinguished by its pragmatism and cost-effectiveness, often achieving remarkable feats with budgets that are a fraction of those in other spacefaring nations. This reputation for frugality and ingenuity has been demonstrated by missions such as Chandrayaan and Mangalyaan, which delivered groundbreaking science and engineering achievements. With the expansion of its space program, India is investing not only in infrastructure and technology, but also in fostering a culture of innovation, entrepreneurship, and international collaboration. As India moves forward, the country faces the same questions as the broader space community. How can space treaties be enforced in an era of rapid technological change, growing private participation, and expanding ambitions? What will be the role of planetary settlements versus artificial habitats in shaping the future of humanity off Earth? India's approach, balancing government-led programs and a vibrant private sector, investing in human spaceflight and analog research and pursuing bold commercial goals, offers a compelling model for emerging space nations. The coming decade promises to be transformative. As new treaties and norms are negotiated, enforcement will rely on transparency, cooperation, and the adaptability of international frameworks. The debate between Mars colonies and O'Neill cylinders will continue, shaped by advances in engineering, life sciences, and the economics of space settlement. India's space ambitions, underscored by major investments, innovative missions, and a growing commercial sector, exemplify the dynamic forces driving humanity's expansion into the cosmos. In this new era, the future of space will be determined not by a single nation or vision, but by the interplay of treaties, technologies, and the shared aspirations of a global community. Whether we settle the red plains of Mars, build glittering cities in orbit, or chart new frontiers beyond, the decisions made today will shape the destiny of humanity among the stars.